Alright, so now I'm live. Okay, I'm live again. I'm probably not gonna share again. Maybe I'll get lucky and have like a decent sized audience like I did earlier. That and only like one person will hit the like button or something like that. But basically, yeah. I just picked Gumball up. Say hi, Gumball. Well, you're not gonna get a response. Not one she doesn't want to give. But yeah, I just picked up Gumball. Wait, okay. I don't know. Am I tripping? I can't see comments. I hope I'm not tripping. Okay, well, maybe nobody just left a comment yet. Maybe, okay, I'm just tripping. Maybe just nobody left a comment yet. But basically, I just picked her up from Advanced Kids, and she is in a good mood, as y'all can see. Well, nobody sees it right now because I ain't got no damn viewers, like usual. This is a common thing for me at this point. It's like, oh, 1 minute I'll have two, and then I'll go back to zero. Like I said, YouTube kicked me out of the algorithm a long time ago. Now, yesterday, and let me see, it was yesterday, and I want to say during my lunch break today, I had a decent amount of viewership, more than normal. But shit, I done lost my damn train of thought. Okay. All right. So yeah, like I said, I just picked a. Okay, so yeah, the comments do. Okay, so the comments are working. All right, I'm not crazy. All right, good. I'm not crazy. All right, so yeah, so good evening, Hell's Revenge, and Timmy Top. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot pronounce that. Don't forget to hit the like button for me, especially if you love. Especially if you are one of the proprietors supporting autism awareness and all that good stuff. Because again, Gumball here does have autism, and she is the brightest spot in my world right now. Well, my other two kids are too, but they're much less dependent on me because they're older. The Princess, as y'all know, is 18, and Munch is 13. Good evening, Carter Phelps. So I just, like I said, I just picked her up from Advanced Kids. We do this little thing every day where we have to make sure that we know exactly what happened while she was there. We made sure that we know what happened while she was there. Give us synopsis of what her day was, how she was when we dropped off, because me and her mother are not together, and we barely look at each other, if ever. Basically, what happens is she drops her off in the early afternoon, and I come and pick her up later in the afternoon. So we and that's basically how we do our exchange, is through Advanced Kids. And then of course, he said LeBron James hairline. I finally got some trolls. I finally got me some trolls. You know how long it's been since I've had a troll? I'm just glad nobody called me Kanye yet. But yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I when I drop her off at night, in the evening, I drop her off in the evening because she's in preschool too. So she's in preschool, and I have to get her. So because I can't take her to school in the morning, and her mom doesn't want her to have her sleep disturbed, she wants me to drop her off in the evenings, which logically speaking makes sense. So I'm gonna have her for a few hours instead of just keeping her overnight or sending her to her mom's in the morning when it's super cold too. It's just not in her best interest anyway, especially since she does have all these things that she has to do during the day. She got to get up, go to school, then when she leaves school she got to go to advanced kids, and then for me I can still make sure that that her diapers change and that she's fed, and that I can do some of the lessons that they've given me while I'm actually with her, because I actually spend the entire weekend with her. So like Monday through Friday I'm with her, after we do the advanced kids stuff, and then I drop her back off at her mom's. Hold on, I'm trying to dodge traffic right now. Yeah, so I pick her up in the afternoon. Like I said, I just picked her up. I pick her up at 4:30 every day. I pick her up at 4:30 every day, and then I drop her off at her mom's at 7, so she can get ready for bed. Because when I pick her up, so like when I get her home, I'm gonna feed her, and I'm gonna keep her entertained while I clean my dirty ass room. Because yeah, my room is dirty. I ain't even gonna try to hold y'all on that. My room is dirty. Y'all probably make fun of my ass if y'all seen it. Of course, the walls are all marked up because Gumball put her art on the walls, and I never cleaned it, and I'm probably never gonna clean it. So probably until I decide to move or something. But hey, sit back, Gumball, sit back, thank you. Oh, don't feel bad for me, not because this is not a victim thing. Like, my situation is not one of victimhood. It's one of understanding and growth, because it's not like Gumball having autism isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, it's hard for us to establish communication. It's hard for us to to get her development going. But once we find that spot for her to develop, she's just gonna be like any other child. I mean, she already has the intelligence of any other child. Again, it's for her, and I'm actually pretty lucky in this regard. For her, it's solely communication, and I don't see that being different from any other child anyway. I mean, because as y'all can hear, I don't know if y'all can hear her or not, but she does talk. She does talk. She knows her ABC. She knows days of the week. She knows her left from right. She knows a lot of stuff, right? She can count to 20. Well, I've heard her count to 20. I don't know how far she can count. It's probably higher than that. But she's already an intelligent kid. She already knows her stuff. Like I said, the thing with her is she gonna tell you that she's hungry? Is she gonna tell you that she gotta go potty? Is she gonna is she gonna tell you what she needs, or how she's feeling, or what she's going through, or what she's doing? Those are gonna be the things that are a massive barrier. And y'all gotta forgive me for all my stuttering, because a lot of this I didn't think through before I decided to get on the internet and talk about it. But the barriers are basically how to get through to her, for her to tell us what she needs, to tell us what she wants. If there's a problem, if there's an issue or something like that. Those are all that is where the disconnect is when it comes to autism. Because even as a child with autism, she doesn't have necessarily a behavioral problem, right? Yeah, she'll get upset when she doesn't get her way, but She's not out here destroying shit. She's not out here causing a ruckus. Like normal children, you take them to the grocery store, they find something they want, and you say no, and they blow up in the grocery store. Her, you say no, and it's just like, okay, whatever. She'll try to find. She'll just keep trying. She'll keep trying until she realizes that there's no chance in hell that she's not gonna get something. And I'm not gonna lie. More often than not, I will get her something. I'm not gonna leave her empty-handed, because that's bad on me. But also, I do realize that I'm gonna get like something for my older kids. And that usually be the main reason I don't want to get her, because like if I get her something, then the older kids are gonna want something, and most days I ain't got bread like that. Y'all know I'm broke. That's why I have 2 jobs. But I still be like, okay, well, at least she's not having, like, it's not extreme. Like, I'm not gonna lie, last year it was pretty bad. She had her terrible twos going on, and we had we had all those issues. Nowadays, yeah, we have issues, but they're minor in comparison to what they were last year. Like, she is much easier to deal with now than she was last year, and it's been much better, especially now that she's about to be 4. She's about to be 4, and like I said, she's basically just like any normal kid without the gumball. Sit down, gumball. Sit back, gumball. Sit back. Sit. Don't worry, she's not tantruming, she's just yelling at me, yelling. She does that a lot too. It's not even funny. I mean, it's adorable, but it's not even funny. Because she'll just sometimes she'll just yell out of spite. But like, one of the things that we do, like, I know a lot of parents would always discourage their kids from jumping on the bed. I actually encourage her to jump on the bed. Reason why I encourage her to jump on the bed, because I allow her to do it in a controlled environment. So like, she's jumping and I'm just helping her jump. I'm helping her jump because while she's jumping, she's having the time of her life, and she is, and we're bonding while it's happening. So it's like, it's not a complete loss, and she ain't got to worry about the risk of injury, because I'm making sure that she's jumping to a point where it ain't gonna hurt her. Hold on, let me get across this freeway. I gotta do this safely. Okay. And we're gonna decelerate. But yeah, like, she's like by far, I'm not gonna say, obviously she wasn't the easiest of my kids to raise at this age, but she's definitely by far one of the funnest. Because the easiest one was Munch. The funny thing with when Munch was 3 turning 4, all she did was ask questions. Like, that was like her thing. Like, every other thing, it was asking questions. She just wanted to know something. And I was really excited about that too, because I can tell you right now, at three turning 4, I was more focused on how long am I going to be able to play in the mud before my parents notice. That was my whole thing, because I just wanted to play in dirt. That was my whole thing as a 3 turning 4-year-old. And I'm not saying this because I remember it. I'm saying this because this is what my parents told me I did. I was more focused on playing in dirt than I was asking questions about the world because I wasn't worried about the world. Munch, on the other hand, was really curious about the world. And more importantly, she was all in on her on her quest for knowledge, and she was also, and she's a well-behaved child. She's a, I mean, for those who actually watch my channel and stuff like that, you know, you will probably all agree that Munch is a well-behaved child. You know, and again, like I said, the easiest one I've had to deal with by far. Gumball is only difficult because of the autism and trying to get that and trying to bridge that communication gap. And Princess, well, I would say that the hardest times that I had to deal with her was during her teenage years. During her teenage years is when I had the hardest dealing with her. And now that she's an adult, you know, there's just there is some chill about her, but you know, there are some things that I can admit that I failed on when it came to raising. I have a lot of failures when it comes to how I raise my oldest. The Sharon's up in here. What's going on? Hey, here's somebody you haven't seen in a while. Say hi, Gumball. Okay, well, look at that. We got a response out of her. But yeah, like I would definitely say, like, if there's a lot of things that I wish I could have done again, and I would have done properly. When it comes to raising my oldest, there's a lot of stuff I wish I could have undone and or done properly. And then there are just some things that are just flat out of my control. Like like people who know me know I spent 6 years in the Navy. And during that 6 years, I wasn't around my oldest. Munch, when I got out, she was 2. So, you know, she lived here in Sacramento, so it was like, when I finally got out of the Navy, she was already, she turned 3 when I got out. She had just turned 3. So it was like, there wasn't much I could, but at least I had a starting point with Munch. You know, like, there's a gap with Princess. There's a gap from the ages of 2 to 8. There's just that monumental gap, and I missed a lot of I missed almost everything in that 6-year gap. I mean, yeah, sure, I came home for the holidays and stuff like that, but when I was in the Navy, I was in Virginia, so it wasn't like I was down the coast in San Diego or something where I can like possibly come up every other weekend or come up every other month or something like that, or you know, maybe even they can come and live with me. I was on the other side of the country. I was East Coasting it, you know what I'm saying? So that 6-year gap definitely, in my eyes, made a monumental difference to even something as little as how our relationship was. And I'm a firm believer that it could have been better if. All right, there we go. Yeah, all right, there we go. Yeah, the Wi-Fi automatically the Wi-Fi had automatically connected, so, and I'm still outside, so the whole damn thing is just out of whack right now. But yeah, like, damn, I don't even know what the hell I was talking about. I gotta find my, you know, I can look for it later. Yeah, I'm gonna look for it later. But yeah, that 6-year gap, I believe that 6-year gap was a massive difference between even how our relationship is and how we see each other, you know, as father and daughter. I think it would have been far better if I were there during those years, because that gap kind of, I'm a firm believer that gap hurt our relationship, even if some. And we both have been trying our best to repair that damage between us in our relationship. And I will definitely say that I have made errors in my progress. I've definitely made errors, because I'm human. I fuck up, you know, and that'll be something that me and her will have to talk about one day, if it about as far as the strain in our relationship is concerned. Anyway, because the chat is not popping right now, and I do need to clean all this hair off my face, and get rid of my LeBron James hairline, as somebody has already mentioned about a while ago. I ain't gonna lie, this my live stream has not been popping this much in quite some time. So you know what? I'm gonna just let it ride for now. But we're gonna bring Gumball inside, because I ain't gonna have her in this damn car all day. I am glad that she didn't fall asleep though. Oh, that would have been bad. Come on, Dada. Yeah, I am so glad she didn't fall asleep on the ride home. Come on. Okay. Okay. Uh, Doors open. Get all the stuff off the floor. Gumball, come on. You don't see all this stuff on the floor? Get it off the floor. Okay. All right. Actually, my room is a lot cleaner than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought my room was a tragedy, but then I do remember that I've been picking up stuff little by little over the last week, so my room is not as dirty as I thought it would be. Plus, since I get dressed in the dark, I don't really pay attention to a lot that goes on in my room when the lights are on. Okay. All right. So all I had to do was just pick up a few pieces off the floor, but I still need to vacuum. I'm not gonna lie, I do need to vacuum up in here. Okay. Yeah, I do need to vacuum, and I need to organize all this shit that's on top of these dressers and stuff. But otherwise, I'm actually surprised that my room is actually pretty clean. I mean, yeah, there's some stuff here and there, but it's actually not as bad as I. What do you want? I already did. Go sit down. Okay. Yeah, so. Okay. What I need to do though, I need to re-clean my bathroom though, because I cleaned my bathroom like the other day, and I didn't yeah okay, so uh shit, hold on, because I cannot see, for some sick reason it is not showing it wasn't showing my chat. Hey, Auntie Tracy. Okay, there we go. So yeah, my chat wasn't showing for some sick reason, or rather my chat froze. My chat froze for some sick reason, so I wasn't able to see my chat. So my algorithm has been pretty wacky lately due to my inconsistency. Because you got to remember, like a year ago, I was always online. I was always online every day. But after I had that copyright strike, um, a year ago, um, I had been a little inconsistent. Now, uh, now I have fixed that because, of course, as y'all know, I have been I've been doing my little walks because I don't go live at the same times anymore. Most of the time that I go live, it's while I'm on my lunch break at work, and that actually worked out in my favor. I mean, YouTube kicked me out of the algorithm for it, but it worked out somewhat in my favor, and so I started doing that a little more often. Oddly enough, though, doing this, doing the live streams in the evenings does bear more fruit. So I got to remind myself to try to do this more often because I'm thinking about I might just live streams when I'm picking gumball up from Advanced Kids. Okay, where are these clippers at? I got to remind myself that I started putting my stuff away. So when I put my stuff away, and then I'm wondering where the heck it is, I got to remember myself that I did put it away. Yeah, and see, and like my lunch break starts at 11:30. So my lunch break starts at 11:30, and I'm when I'm on my lunch break, I'm actually walking. So I'm actually outside, as one viewer called it. I was touching grass. Y'all know I'm on my unk status, so I don't be knowing all the lingo. Yeah, so I was out there touching grass and making sure that I got me some steps in, all that good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna take off this hoodie. So I can shave my face. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut my hair too. Actually, let me see if Munch made it home yet. I don't know if Munch made it home yet. Hey, Mike. Guess who's live, baby? Hey, I'm live. You're supposed to be like, oh, I'm about to jump on there, and then you and Sharon have a back and forth, and y'all talk shit, and y'all troll me a little bit, and it's supposed to be like a thing. I know it's been like a year since it's been a thing, but it's a thing. Just at least give me a like, damn. Your game ain't going no damn where. I'm coming in. If you do anything embarrassing, please stop. Oh, Princess, you're home. And the middle child is not. Huh? I'm aware, and she missed her bus too. So I'm gonna go check on her in a minute. Are you live right now? Cause I'm live.
No, I can't go live on this one. I need to hurry up and get
Is the Wi-Fi option still on that phone?
I'm still able to use it. I have my SIM card in it. I just don't got none of my data. It doesn't work like it does phone, and it's under updated. So all the stuff that I originally had on my phone, this phone is too low of a quality to take what I had on my phone.
Oh, it's outdated.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hit the like button for me, pretty please. Love you much. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Mike about to troll because he about to get on my stuff hairline too. Okay, and then what is the definition of a good father? What is the bare minimum? You see, as a father, I don't use buzzwords like bare minimum because bare minimum basically when you say stuff like bare minimum, you're uh, basically putting it out to be like no matter what the father does, it's always going to be nothing. And I don't see parenting that way. I don't see parenting that way. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing for your child, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. If you're doing, you're doing, and and you ain't gotta be spending all kinds of money to prove a point. You ain't gotta. And the most important thing you can be doing is most important thing you can do as a father is be there and take care of the necessities of your child. Like me, I can't do everything for Gumball, obviously. And her mom, picks up where I lack. And yeah, she'll remind me that I'm lacking on some shit, and it is what it is. I can own that I be lacking sometimes, but the 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 whole point of it all is as long as I'm out here making my best effort, can't nobody tell me nothing. Put that right there real quick. Yeah, as long as I'm putting in my best effort, can't nobody tell me nothing anyway. Cause my daughter will be like, hey, he doing a good job. Both my baby mamas will be like, hey, he doing his job. Even when they don't like me, and trust me, neither of them like me. We ain't. I mean, my ex-wife. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my ex-wife, we are pretty cool. We've actually been, especially over like the last 6 years. Me and my ex-wife have definitely been a lot closer. We ain't arguing and going at each other's throats and you know on some I hate you shit like most ex spouses are. You know, obviously we moved on with our lives, but we also decided to be mature enough to be able to talk about our differences like adults. We can talk about our differences like adults. We can handle dealing with each other in a civilized manner, especially for the sake of our kids. Because me and my ex-wife, we have two kids together. We have Princess and Munch, and then my other baby mama. We get along well enough for Gumball. We're not mortal enemies or anything like that. Eventually I did have to learn to keep my distance to an extent because I don't be trying to overstay my welcome in her presence because that's just what it is. Can a man be a good father? Can a broke man be yes, a broke man can be a good father. Why would a broke man not be able to be a good father? If he's there for his kids, he's there for his kids. Money don't make a good father. I can tell you that right now. Money does not make a good father. I don't know anybody who believes otherwise. You have to be real stupid to believe otherwise. Hold on. I actually got to go to my car and grab my portable charger out of my backpack. Watch out, baby. Hey, go back in the room. Go back in the room. Go. You're gonna follow me anyway, so. Oh snap! I need my keys. Oh. Watch your step. Watch your step. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Speak of the munchkin. Hey, big girl. Okay. Because my battery is about to die if I don't get this bad boy on the charger. Okay. And I can't find my mobile charger for some sick reason. Because that would have been what I used. Okay, the way I see it, okay, I'm gonna just put this in a perspective quick. Okay, if you broke because you paying bills, then you broke because you paying bills. But like, if you just the motherfucker who ain't really trying, then then of course you're a bad father. And And that's not on. Oh shit! I dropped my damn phone. You know, and that's not on society to try to fix that for you. You know, there's some things you got to fix on your own. Shit. Okay. Trying to get this thing started. Hey, put it down. Put it down. Shit. Gumball, get out of there, please. Okay. All right. Damn it. I think this is the wrong one. All right. Where the hell? Oh, it's right here. I'm back. Sorry about that. My phone died. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. My phone did die. So I am back. Anyway, I'm about to. Hold on. Let me set this up as all of my electronics is everywhere. Okay. Yeah, like I just saw. Okay, yeah. So I'm probably ain't. I think everybody didn't already left. Okay. Damn, I don't want to have to start this live stream over. Gumball, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Now I gotta reinvite. I hope I don't have to reinvite my audience or nothing. Hold on. Oh, careful, careful. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Okay, good, because like I said, my phone died, so whoever's watching, I do apologize, my phone did die. So yeah, my audience, my beautiful audience is gone. Yeah. Hey, back up, get out, don't come back in here. All right, we got Gumball from Advanced Kids today. Now we're about to cut my hair. Okay, because I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Yep.
That was both?
I don't know. Is you gonna watch my live stream?
I think I need on the TV.
No, I'm talking about on your on from your profile.
What? Wait, I need a picture. Wait.
You better be what?
I need a picture. So can I have that bowl?
Are you gonna watch my live stream?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some evidence before you get that bowl. No. You know, grab that bowl. But if I don't see your support in the next 5 minutes, I'm taking that bowl back. No, you do it now. You got 5 minutes. What does that say? I'm a ghost, just know I was here. That was Munch, everybody. For those of you who are watching and paying attention, that was Munch. That's Munch with her ghostly stuff. Damn it. Stop, touch it. Damn it. Now I gotta find it again. I don't know where the hell you put it. Damn it. Hey, nope, you don't get to cry. You don't get to cry. Munch. Oh, never mind, you're about to eat, never mind. No, stop whining. Oh. Gumball, really? What's going on, Devon? I'm sorry, I am like going through it right now with Gumball. She lost the screw on my damn door, and Munch, will you get a second? Can you make something for her too? Pretty please with sprinkles. Gumball is like the master of making things disappear. Yeah. Gumball is like the master of making things disappear, and it's really stressful. Especially when the thing she makes disappear is something really important. Let it go. Let it go. Gumball 2028. Yeah, that's Gumball in the background if you can't hear. Gumball in the back making a ruckus. Gumball, can you knock it off, please? Let that go. Hey, let it go. Okay. Oh, let me see. Now you really looking like my. Oh my God, Auntie Tracy, don't do me like that. Now, don't do me like that. He said, are you gonna do your beard too? Yes, I am gonna do my beard too, because the shit itches. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, one of them little turtles took my rubbing alcohol. When I find out who did it, I'm gonna wring one of their necks. In the meantime, I gotta clean all this hair up. Actually, I can put that over there. Okay. All right. So this is the finished product. I gotta wash my whole thing now. You don't know me, sub 1324. Oh yeah, Boats and Logs. So you changed your profile name too. Boats and Logs. He said, "Yo, it's Kevin Hart." Kevin Hart bald. I thought he was. I thought he didn't need to cut his hair. He's like one of those guys who actually don't need to cut his hair. But yeah, you missed the best part of the show. Yeah, we went and picked up Gumball earlier. Then we went to now we just cut my hair. Okay. All right, so let's see. Uh, yeah. So now I gotta wash my hair. So we know I gotta do that. Okay. And then I'll probably do a touch up on it later. It's only 5:30, so I got time. And the fact that so many people, yeah, and the fact that so many people are actually have actually been interacting on this live stream as opposed to the one that I did earlier does kind of make me feel good. It makes me want to make me go a little longer. But unfortunately, I do have stuff to do, like take care of Gumball, who just ran out of the room, and then I gotta find this damn screw, put it back in the door, because Gumball knows how to screw it out with her hand, and that's very concerning. So now I gotta find it, and that is a nightmare in and of itself. He did 225. Okay, that's not bad actually. I need to get back to getting to do 225. I haven't done 225 in well over a decade, and that's just due to lack of effort. All right, so yeah, I'm about to bounce out, y'all. So I do appreciate y'all for hanging out with me during this whole process, getting Gumball home, watching me cut my hair and stuff like that. I definitely appreciate it, but I do need to clean myself up. So always remember, everybody, that kindness is free, and I'm cheap as fuck. So y'all have a good night, everybody, and as always, stay mad, my hatters. Gumball, can you stop crashing into me, please?